Get it on film, first jig fish. Hey everybody, back with the summer Saturday tournament. Weather update. It's still cold in Minnesota. We got a bunch of snow today, but you know what? We're headed back to summer. This next video is going to be a trip to the closest lake to where I live. It's a local lake that gets a lot of pressure, but just like last week, I did end up finding some fish. In fact, that's the fun thing about the summer tournament as it goes on. I used a technique I used last week to catch fish on this lake also. But you know what? Those big bass still seem to like a frog. And I caught the biggest bass of the tournament yet on a frog on some very windy lily pads. Let's go to that warm, happy place and see how the day unfolded. Hey everybody, just thought I'd let you know that it's towards the end of July and it's going to be a scorcher today. I believe these videos are going to be coming out in the winter. I just thought you'd want to know that. I'm continuing my tournament series. I'm going to measure my 5 best bass today. It's a pretty new lake to me. I've been on it one other time, and it's 18 minutes from my house. Another thing, it's not exactly early, is it? But look at this smile. Dentist this morning, but you know what? Only 9 minutes from my dentist. So let's go get them. Let's go fishing. We are back at it. Look at that. Fishing pier. Landing. Lily pads. Let's try a few right by the lily pads here. So it's been a couple of years since I've been to this lake. Only minutes from my house. I picture most of these lakes as being pretty heavily pressured. That might not be the case this year with as low as it is at the landing. Might be hard to get a boat in here. I believe the last time I came, I was able to go under that bridge over there. Well, I think I'd have to walk through muck to get through that bridge. First time I came to this lake, I only stayed on half of it. So everything over here is all brand new to me. It's been a good summer to explore, so let's see what we can find. There are little sunfish everywhere, which makes me think maybe my crankbait might be the thing off of a drop-off. That's perfect for how I like to fish. However, I don't think it's deep enough back there. It's only 2 feet here, so gonna drive out, see where it drops off. Huge school of something there. Let's check out what that was. Get out the old power bait. All right. Ring the dinner bell. Look for them active fish. It's always nice when you find the edge, and there are some bait fish right off the edge too. So I think those bigger fish would rather be able to grab their food and go deep than stay in the shallows. Fish on. There we go. What do we got? We got a little northern. The skunk is out of the boat. There's a fish. All right. We have our target species. We do. We have gotten a bass to the boat. It's got to be 12 inches to cover. I don't know that this guy's gonna make it. Well, we shall measure. 10.5. All right. Well, that little switch over to the Arashi after throwing a spinnerbait, a frog, and some gulp, or power bait I should say. First few minutes got a couple of fish. There we go. That's a bass. That's a bigger bass too. All right. There we go. Coming in fresh. We are looking at 16 3/4. Just touching it. Nice fish. I mention this a lot. Rubber net is key. If this wasn't a rubber net, I'd probably have another 20 minutes of getting that hook out of there. The nice thing is we're going against the wind, so it's actually pushing me back from where I caught that fish, so we can work our way back up to it. So almost 17 on that one. Boy, if we could average 17, this local lake might have a chance against some of the northern lakes. All right, we're gonna put the crankbait up for just a little bit. I don't know, I feel like I should have some premiere music on this. So, it's not the prettiest jig ever, it's not the biggest jig ever, but it's a jig. Got a little twister tail off the back. Definitely lots of people suggesting to use it, and I want to thank Czech Republic for reminding me that a jig could work at this time of the year. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna throw it into the thicker stuff and drift back over this line that we were catching fish. And I'm gonna see if I can become a jig fisherman today. Fish on. All right. Get it on film. First jig fish is a frog wrecker, jig wrecker. Look at that. Jig northern. Kind of getting to the back side of this line where we had more action before. Last time we got a northern, we got a small bass, and then we got a big bass. Summer 2021 out in the middle of the lake again. Like, right in the middle of the lake. Fish on. There we go, we got a bass. Looks like it'll measure. Whew, good net job. Been waiting a while for this guy. Stretch him out here. There we go. Got 13 inches. 13. Number 2 for our limit. Be nice to find an area just to get our limit taken care of. This could be it in here. Got the crankbait back out. Let's get them. Just keep hunting until you find that area. It's happened a few times this summer where it's pretty slow, but then you find the right spot, and that's where the fish are. Feeling pretty confident where we're at. Just need the fish to cooperate. Gotta find that right cast. The wind just kind of complicates everything. Makes it harder to see edges and stuff, so keep cranking away. Literally. There's a fish. All right, that will be a good keeper. He's feisty. All right, we got 14 3/4. Number 3 to the limit. I was hoping once we got towards these lily pads, we might start getting some action. It's like I said, there's a lot of them that probably live in those lily pads, but this year they got to be out a little bit. There's another one. There we go. Ah, northern. Right by the boat. There we go. There we go. Another bass. All right, another keeper. This one we got 14 1/4. All right, 14 1/4. One more and we have our limit. Just in case there's a windy frog bite. All right. Well, there's a frog bass. Nice. I just thought, what if there's one right on the edge there? Guess what? There it was. Yes. Nice chunky bass. That'll help. This will be number 5. What a way to get number 5 to the limit. We are looking right at 18 inches. Beautiful. Number 5. What a way to get number 5. Now we can call. A nice surprise, so maybe a few more here. All right. So we have worked our way all the way around the lake. Just about every stop catching fish. First stop caught a very nice bass and another smaller one on this. Caught another keeper on this one. Actually, we've got 4 of the 5 keepers on this. But then, just by chance, throwing it into the windy lily pads, caught our 5th fish, our biggest fish of the day. Got about an hour left. We're gonna get back at it, find the drop off. We just had a northern come in the boat, and that made us have to retie our lure and readjust everything. But now we're back at it. Looking for a couple of kicker fish coming in. We've got some small fish in our limit. We want to replace them with some bigger ones. Fish on. I'll hoist him in. I don't think he's gonna help. Let's check him out real quick. The danger of getting him in quick. I don't think that guy would have helped, so if it's a bigger one, we're gonna be a little more careful. All right, coming in, looking for another frog bass to bump one of those smaller guys off of our limit. I don't know, he might help. I knew I had him good. All right. Get him on the scale. I think I got a 13 to get rid of. Oh, come on, baby. 12 and a half. I don't know that he'll help, but another frog bass. Wrapping up my day on a local lake here in the Minneapolis metro area. It took a while to find them, but I did get my limit. I don't know how it's going to hold up against the other limits, but I would consider it a good day on a heavily pressured lake. Today it wasn't heavily pressured. No other boats except mine and one pontoon. What worked today was the Arashi square-billed crankbait. Dives down to 6 to 8 feet. And it was just off the weed edge again with that. I got one nice one on the Arashi and 3 smaller ones. So as I was looking for my limit, I pulled out the frog, and guess what? Got a really nice one on a wind-blown lily pad. So that's really gonna help to have that kicker fish and that other bigger one I got with the Arashi. But like I said, who knows? It's tough to compete with those northern lakes, but it was a great day on the water. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Another great day of fishing. Nice to sneak out even when I had an appointment in the morning. But next week, we're going back north and we're gonna catch some bass and we're gonna see where that day stacks up. Here's some highlights from that day.